Hey guys, what's going on? Jed Scott here. Wow, I guess I'm turning into a vlogger. I might as well cut off my manhood. But we do have a problem with this little GoPro Hero 7 White. I'm sure as you've noticed in my review video that it records in a funky format. Instead of it being a regular widescreen, I guess it's 16:9, 1080p ratio. It records in like a 4:3 1440p, and I did some research, and this is a pretty common problem with this camera. Kind of false advertising. I talked to GoPro today and they said it's just the way it is, really. So I guess I'm going to be going back up to Best Buy and returning this little guy. Now it does record great video and great audio. I mean, shit, I'm just a normal dude. I mean, video, I mean, it's great quality shit, but I think I'm going to be returning it. And as much as I really don't need it or want to spend the money, I think I'm going to be buying the Hero Black, which is $400, an extra $200 on top of what this thing cost. But just that way I can get the proper recording I want. And plus it's got a lot of cool features. It can record in that 4K 60. I mean, I don't even know what half this shit really means, but it's got that super slow-mo and super awesome everything. I know I don't need that camera, but I think that's gonna be the way it goes. But I just wanted to let you know, if you're planning on buying this cheap GoPro, just know that it's gonna come out in a weird format. If you don't mind having the little black bars on the sides of your videos, then don't worry about it. Get this. And unfortunately, the silver, also according to GoPro, the tech guy I spoke to, it does the same thing. It claims to record in 1080p by 60 or 4K 30, and apparently it's the same thing, which I think is rather annoying. So I just wanted to walk around with the little camera, because after I get the black, I'm going to be finishing this so you can see the difference. Hopefully make the same walking path and all that jazz. Now, this is a great camera. We're just going to get the better version. Yes, it's extremely overkill for the kind of videos we take, but it'll be worth it in the end, I think. Anyways, guys, see you in a sec. Well, here we go. This is the GoPro Hero 7 Black, the super cool fancy edition. And here we go. We're gonna see if this puppy's any better. We're having to record in 1080 by 60, which is the correct format now. It's 16:9 aspect ratio. Hopefully this is much better. The 4K don't really work with my phone or my computer because my stuff's old and crap, much like me. I'm old and I'm crap. Hopefully this puppy is worth the $400. If not, I'm going to cry like a little schoolgirl. With the super cool stabilization. Well guys, it's been a couple of days since I've had this GoPro Hero 7 Black, and I just want to give you some final impressions. Here on Jezebel. So my final impressions, is it worth an extra $200 over, say, the white version? That's a really tough one to call. To me, not really. I don't view this camera being worth $400. However, when you spend $200 on the low version and just the amount of bare bones stuff that's on it and the amount of stuff they added on this version, that's what makes it worth the extra $200, really. I know it may not make sense, but I just feel like they shouldn't even offer the white or the silver if it's going to film in that funky 4:3 ratio. Because you'll see in the video when I switch from the white to the black bars that appear on the side of the screen. I don't like that. So I feel like, you know, if the white and the silver version didn't do that, they'd be great cameras. But since the black appears to be the only version you can do where you don't have to deal with that, then I guess the black one's the one you're going to have to buy. Let's don't bother you that much. But as far as I see it, $400 is a great deal. Not in my opinion, not really, no. But am I happy with the camera so far? Hell yeah. The slow motion and everything you can do with this thing is super cool. The super awesome stabilization, I dig it. It's cool. Never had anything this fancy before. Now, it does suck because my phone's old. My phone is like 6 years old, 5 years old. And my computer is an older Alienware from like 2013. And neither of them support 4K or super high frame rates like this camera can do. So I can't really do much with it. I can just watch it on the GoPro and be like, man, that's cool. But I can't really do a whole hell of a lot with it right now. So I guess we're going to have to be upgrading something in the future. But, you know, all in all, I just want to try and get some cool little shots of everything with this camera and all that jazz. So hopefully there's enough stuff in this video that kind of shows off what it can do. I ain't no super awesome tech guru guy, so there are better reviews. Go check those out. This is just, you know, my impressions with the camera. Now, we'll say this. Battery life does suck. It sucks ass. I think it maybe get an hour or something out of you know, the camera. So definitely invest in extra batteries, which are pretty affordable. I just bought an extra 3-pack of batteries with a charging station for 40 bucks. And SD cards, I called GoPro, and they were about as helpful as tits on a board hog about which SD card is best. Because to me, an SD card's an SD card. Or I guess these are micro SD cards, but apparently there's a lot of differences. So, yeah. Get to know your shit before you go out and buy a new technological fancy device like this. But looking at my extra display, we are at 3 minutes and 36 seconds so on this video clip. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.